So a big part of the game is bluffing and calling people's bluffs. They make up like at least 60% of the game on average. But the real question is, when do you bluff and when do you call people's bluffs? That's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Let's start off about bluffing. How should you bluff your cards? I've played 1,200 games, and from my experience, this is the order of the cards from the easiest to hardest to bluff. Captain, Assassin, Ambassador, Duke, and Contessa. Captain and Assassin are like the two easiest cards to bluff. Most people don't really care if Person A steals from Person B just because it doesn't really affect them. And Person B, the guy Person A is stealing from, a lot of the times, like, you know, they either allow it or they block with their captain or ambassador. So, like, if I don't have an ambassador or a captain in the beginning of the game, I often like to bluff the captain so that almost nobody's gonna question stealing me because, like, I already claimed I have a captain. That's just stupid. I'm just gonna block with my captain. Now let's talk about the assassin. The assassin is almost as easy to bluff as the captain, but in the beginning it's pretty good, because think about it. Everyone else who are bystanders, they don't really care. I mean, it's good news for me. Why should I challenge you? Like, I don't care if you're bluffing. That's one less card I have to deal with, so go ahead and assassinate him. And the person who is being targeted, a lot of the times they're reluctant to challenge you because if they guess wrong, then they lose both their cards. One for guessing wrong and the other for the assassination. Now let's talk about the ambassador. This is in the middle. Not easy, not hard, medium. If I have cards I don't like in the beginning of the game, I'll often trade them. I can sometimes wait it out, but the risk there is that eventually there's too many face-up cards and then maybe other people have like an ambassador and swaps the deck. So they know more information. And then it'll be kind of hard to like bluff the ambassador just because people will have more knowledge towards the end of the game. Now let's talk about the Duke. Yeah, about the Duke. This is kind of hard to bluff. Just because you're getting coins at a much faster rate and you can easily coup people. And the thing about the Duke is that everyone loves to bluff them. Like, I've played games with 5 people and all 5 of them claim Dukes. And then it's like, the first 3 people who collect tax, you're like, yeah, sure, like, you know, why not, screw it. And then the 4th person collect tax, you're like, wait, what? I thought there were only supposed to be 3 Dukes in the entire game. If you want to like collect tax, you know, like just do it, even if you don't have a Duke. Moderate it out though, I'd say like maybe 1 every like 5 or 6 games. It also helps balance with the honesty. Occasionally I bluff the Duke just because people think I'm honest in previous games. We'll get to the honesty and such in a future video. And last and most definitely not least, the hardest card to bluff by far is the Contessa. All around, it's just hard to bluff. If you have it, great, and if you don't, well, if someone tries to target you, you're kind of out of luck. If you're being assassinated in the beginning, just try your best and just lie that you have a Contessa. Just take the risk and just hope that you don't get caught. Do you know why it's so hard to bluff a Contessa? Because the reward is so damn satisfying. If you correctly challenge someone's Contessa when you assassinate them, they lose both their cards. One for the lie and one for the assassinate. And guess what? The cherry on the cake is that it only costs 3 coins. But if it's like the mid-game where like 4 or 5 cards are dead and someone like assassinates you and you don't have a Contessa, I would say just take the hit. It's not worth taking the gamble at that point. So that's it for this video, guys. I'd love to stay, but for now, I gotta jump. I'll see you guys on the other side of the bridge. Catch you next time.